back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Gem and let's get to it. Today we're reading Brain is Not Always Right. This is Heart. Heart loves chocolate and hide and seek and playgrounds and fashion and butterflies and roller coasters. Brain does not. Brain likes lists and broccoli and safety rails and never doing anything that people might laugh at. But more than anything, Brain loves to be in control because Brain knows for absolute certain that it is always right. Who is the boss? This guy. Brain is always right. This way to the boss. Oh yes, this one. No. Stop, we need to dance. No. Ah, puppies, I have to play with them. No. And each time Brain doesn't listen to Heart, no, too wet. No, too buzzy. No, too loud. No, too messy. Yes, definitely not. Heart gets a little bit quieter. Then one day, Heart saw something it had never seen before. Something extraordinary. And for the very first time, Heart didn't listen to Brain. Stop! No! Imagine me playing the trumpet. It would be amazing. I think it's my destiny. I'll play at concerts and in the park and for dogs and for cats and sometimes for hippos. And I'll play everywhere I go. No! And I'll be making music and life will be incredible and I'll be a professional musician and have my name up in lights and I'll get to perform in front of enormous crowds all around the world. No! I said no. We won't be good enough. People will laugh at us. Bad things will happen. And because Brain is always right, Heart stopped talking. Every day they would pass the music studio and listen to the sounds of people learning to play. And every night, they would go home to silence. One night, when the silence was quieter than ever before, Heart finally broke. It was suddenly much easier for Brain to make all the right decisions every single time. No more shiny clothes, no more dancing, and definitely no more puppies. Life was less difficult. But very quickly, life became less everything. And so one day, instead of passing the music studio, Brain stopped. We might be laughed at. I know. We'll probably be terrible. I know. And we may never ever get very good. I know. Then Brain said the most right thing it had ever said. I'm scared. I know. But let's give it a try anyway. Now music filled their home and nothing that Brain was worried about actually happened. Well, that's not quite true. They were pretty terrible, but they were getting better, and every time they played, Heart was put back together just a little bit more. Now Brain listens to Heart, because it turns out Heart is sometimes right too. Are you sure this much ice cream is okay? Of course! But not always. I picked this up randomly in a bookshop and it didn't like change my life, but it definitely did impact me because when I looked at the front cover, it says Brain is always right. But when you look a little bit closer, you can definitely see the knot. I just think it's a beautifully written book and I did cry during this read through of it because I don't think you can read this without crying, because when I first read it I definitely cried and I hadn't even read it in the bookshop. I was just like, the art is just lovely. You can just tell by the front cover it's going to be a cute little book, and I definitely think we don't always have to listen to our brain because it's definitely not always right, and sometimes you need to go with the emotion side of things rather than the logical side, which is what this one's all about. And I just think it's a lovely little read and it makes me a little bit happy and a little bit sad, and I love it. and so I thought I would share it here today. Definitely one to read to the kids if you have them. Anyway guys, that is all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.